All the content on this channel is for education and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always remember to conduct your own research. So in today's video, I wanted to dig a little deeper and have a look at one of the YieldMax funds that are coming to Europe very soon, which we had information from Mike and Vince when I went out to the NASDAQ at New York. So let's have a look and let's have a little dig deeper inside the CHPY fund by YieldMax. So this is the Semiconductor Portfolio Option Income ETF by YieldMax. CHPY is an actively managed ETF that seeks current income and capital appreciation via direct investments in a select portfolio of semiconductor companies. So as we can see, it says direct investments. This is one of the only funds by YieldMax that owns the underlying. So we have GPTY, ULTY and CHPY. I think these are the only funds by YieldMax that actually own the underlying. The rest of them use a synthetic cover call strategy. So this is great to know that we actually already own. If they do end up using the underlying of this, which I don't think they are, they're going to create a new fund for Europe. This is great because a lot of them don't. So the distribution rate and the yield is 35.87%, which is a fairly nice yield. So let's have a look at the distribution so far. Right now in America, this is weekly. I don't think it's going to be weekly when it comes to Europe, but we're probably going to get monthlies. It'd be really nice if it was weekly, but I don't think it's going to be. So as you can see, we've got 0.37 cents, 0.34 cents, 0.42 cents, 0.40. So it's all between 0.34 to 0.40. So a really nice, stable distribution by the looks of it. There's no really small ones, no really big ones. It's rather stable so far. So that's really good to see. This is the kind of funds that we want to come on over. As you can see, CHPY aims to distribute such income on a weekly basis, but will most likely be getting monthly. Semiconductor space, I think, is going to do absolutely amazing long term. The next 10 years, I think we're going to see a lot of capital appreciation within the semiconductor industry. So this is one of my favorite industries so far. Let's have a quick look at some fund data. The NAV is 53.97. Assets is nearly 30 million. Expense ratio is 1%. So as you can see, it's fairly big. It's not small. Round about the size of the kind of assets under management that we've got from Han ETF so far. Let's have a little dig into the holdings first. So we've got ACM Research, we've got Analog Devices, Applied Materials, AMD, ASML, Broadcom, Intel, KLA Corp, Lam Research Corporation, Lattice Semiconductor Corporation, Microchip Technology, Monolithic Power Systems, Marvel Technology, Micron Technology, Nvidia, NXP Semiconductors, On Semiconductor Corp, Qualcomm, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, and then we have Texas Instruments. So as you can see, there's a lot of big names inside this fund, a lot of great holdings. I think it's between 15 to 30 holdings is what Vince told us, and that's coming to Europe, because this may not be a direct same holdings as what we've seen, for example, like YMAP. They're constantly going to be changing the holdings, you see, which is great to see. And also, they're going to be doing the same with these kind of funds. This won't be an exact same fund they bring to Europe. It's just going to be around about the same fund. So some of the holdings may be different, but even if we look at this fund, it's got some really good quality companies inside this fund already. Broadcom, Nvidia, Intel, good quality companies in my eyes. So it's great to see that good quality fund. Let's dig a little deeper and we'll have a look exactly what's gone off with the fund as of late. So as you can see, the starting price were $45. It's gone up to 55 and now we're down to 54. We've had a little dip recently. So we're up on share price already, 28% on share price since inception. So let's look at the dividend, weekly dividend. So the annual payout was $5.92, which is pretty good. That dividend yield is definitely wrong for this, because I've done my own research and that is not right. It is around about 35%. So I just want to clarify that. Let's have a quick look on total return, see how it's been doing on total return since inception. So it's up 43%. 43%. When did it come out? Let's have a look. It's March 25. So as you can see, since inception, I've even given the S&P a little run from the beginning of the month. So CHPY has done 32.73% and the S&P has done 9.21% in the same time frame. So this has tripled the S&P in the same time frame, all while it's paying a 35% yield. So this fund has done absolutely amazing short term, but can it do it long term? Let's hope so. We've seen some funds from YieldMax outperform long term, which is absolutely amazing. Let's hope this does. Really, let's just have a little dig into exactly what the fund does. So the fund overview, CHPY is an actively managed ETF that seeks current income and capital appreciations via direct investments in a select portfolio of 15 to 30 semiconductor companies. So this means it owns the underlying of 15 to 30 semiconductor companies, which is great. These are the kind of funds that we want to see. CHPY seeks to generate income primarily by writing selling option contracts on some or all of the portfolio semiconductor companies. CHPY aims to distribute such income on a weekly basis. So this means that it may not also write on all of the portfolio. It said on some or all. So some weeks it may not write it all. If it's its income targets, it'll give you the capital appreciation, and then some weeks if it needs the income, it will write on all of the portfolio, which is great to see. It's an actively managed fund and they're managing it correctly. It's done great so far. This is exactly what we want to see from a fund manager. CHPY seeks capital appreciation via direct investments in a portfolio of semiconductor companies. To enable CHPY to effectively implement its investment strategy, its advisor evaluates the liquidity of a potential company's common stock and the liquidity of its options contracts. The advisor will also evaluate such companies' price level and implied volatility and will monitor these factors when determining whether to select new companies or remove existing companies from the portfolio. So to me, this sounds like a very actively managed fund, which is what we want to see from an income generating fund. So the investment objective, CHPY's primary investment objective is to seek current income. CHPY's secondary investment objective is to seek capital appreciation via investments in a select portfolio of semiconductor companies. So this is backing up exactly what Jay was saying in the presentation when we was there. Number one, the capture income. After that's complete, number two, the capture capital appreciation. Those two combined equals big total returns. And this is why YieldMax is working so far, because they don't just look on creating income. They look on creating income plus capturing the upside after as well, which is absolutely great. We haven't seen anything like this in the European markets yet, and it's absolutely game changing. And they've got a lot of funds that are actually working long term. Right, let's just dig a little deeper into this sheet that I found. So this shows the total return since inception on most of the YieldMax products. And if we look, a lot of the single tickers actually dominate at the top. So this just proves that first it's income, second it captures upside. Without those two, you can't get total returns like YieldMax have been getting. Look, MSTY 311%, MVDY 230%, Coney 159%, Netflix 135%, Palantir 124%, Meta 84%, Amazon 68%, Snowy 65%, Microsoft 51%, Huawei 49%, YieldMax 37%, PYPY 36%, YMAG 36%, JP Morgan 34%, and so on and so forth. And as we can see, there's a lot of great returns in that list, and some have done absolutely amazing. Most of the inverse ETFs are actually negative because markets have gone up. So I don't really think these inverses work, in my opinion. They may have the position in a down market, but it's not really my thing. But let me know, guys, what do you think about YieldMax ETFs? Do you think these are good? Do you think these are bad? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.
talk about Snowball. If you want 10% off Snowball, please use the promo code below and my link below, Cashflow King, to get 10% off. If you would like to use my pie so you can invest exactly the same as I do and the rest of the people who have also copied my pie, a lot of people have also pulled the trigger on this. If you want to join a Discord also with other like-minded investors, you can do that. Join our Discord, guys. Let's get talking.
Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and also hit the notification bell to keep updated with future video. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.